So one simple way to think about your interview is like, what kind of categories do questions fall in the interview? It's very simple to break those questions into categories. Um, so there's 6 buckets I've outlined. I'm sure there are more buckets than this. This probably summarizes the number of, questions you potentially get in the categories. So there are questions probably about you. Tell me more about you kind of questions. The questions specific to your resume. So if you gave your interviewer a resume, they're probably going to look into the resume and ask you questions pertinent to the resume. And there are questions about the problem domain. So, for example, if you were to go and interview for a product management position at a construction company versus a software as a service in the insurance industry, or a software as a service in the hoteling industry, let's say, like Airbnb or someplace like that. That's the problem domain. So those questions are going to be different. And then some will be about the specific job. And this means whether it's a junior, mid-level, or senior, position. So they all have, and what kind of organizational, dynamics are there. They are all specific to the particular job. They may be wanting to hire somebody to do a specific set of things at the time that they are hiring. So that's about the job. And then some are about the product itself. This is about this is closely related to the problem domain, but not exactly. So products differ. There's a competitive landscape for your products. And so figuring out those aspects. And then lastly, this is probably the most important thing, your culture fit for the company that's hiring you and the hiring team. So these are 6 categories. If you think through deeply hard in these categories, structure your interviewer questions so you anticipate the questions of your interviewers in these categories, and do all the hard work before you walk into the interview, then you can spend most of your brain power at the interview on the really creative stuff, on the stuff that you did not prepare. Then your brain is freed up to do those things. But if you don't prepare for these basic things, then you're kind of struggling, figuring out even the basic stuff. So that's what I'm here to talk about.